It's just that reflection of the Maya. You know, everything is an illusion. This Taj Mahal is a big, big, big illusion, and
nothing is what is.
Nothing is what it seems. Nothing. If you look on a map, nothing is located where it says it is. When you go to a place, it doesn't look like the photos that it says it is.
When the people are nice, many times it's because they want something, or they want to try to manipulate you or something. Not always, I suppose, right? But in many
the majority
occasions,
of the
like
time.
That.
And this is the thing with we love India and we love Indian spirituality. And we've been wanting to come here for a long time, and just to feel it, you know, and just for the experience. But a lot of the people we really admire and we love, they were always saying that, you know, they're always going to find a million more unconscious people who are distorting the truth, and like it's the 0.1% of people who are truly on a spiritual path and kind of.
And that happened everywhere.
Living in truth and honesty.
That happened everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah.
In India or in any other country, in Europe. So it's not a fantasy.
Here it just seems more hypocritical because there is a focus supposedly on spirituality, so that's why it's quite. It's more jarring. The sexism here is quite evident. This is the first place I've been where I've seen several women, because normally I'm the only one in the street. It's quite disturbing to see the freedom of the men here, and then the obedience and the kind of passivity and the sweetness of the women, and of course just not being respected, even if they are so beautiful and amazing. And I remember I was booking a flight, and I put myself down as the lead passenger because I'm the one booking it. It's my email address. And I go to the end of the booking, and it labelled me as male. And I was like, but that's not right. I did say miss. I went back, I checked it again, came back to the same conclusion, male.
Because he's the one in charge.
And then I changed it so Richi was the lead passenger, and suddenly I'm female again. Not possible for a woman to book the tickets and be the lead. No. But if you look at Nisargadatta or Ramana Maharshi or...
What are you looking at?
or any of, you know, Krishnamurti, they don't give a crap about your gender or where you're from. They don't say you have to come to India to become spiritually enlightened. It's not anything about external appearances. It's not about what you are presenting. So the fact someone is here wearing a beautiful sari doesn't mean they're more entitled to sit and enjoy this place than us, just because I'm a sweaty English person. And that's a very, very small percentage of people who are going to truly stand by that, because image is so deceptive and so enticing and so sucking you in. That's the nature of Maya. So here is the place full of contrast. There's huge amounts of contrast. I find this a little bit disgusting, a little bit disturbing, that there's so much marble and ostentation in a tomb, whilst the streets, they have raw sewage flowing along the streets. We saw a man, just don't buy street food in India, obviously. There was a man washing a pan in the sewage water in the street. Washing a pan in the water coming straight out of the sewage tanks. It's like grey and it's disgusting smells, and you know, you can't pretend that that's not happening.
And the fact that there are many nice things as well.
Many beautiful things, the animals.
The mountains.
But the facts are they carry diseases. You can't go touching them. It's both. It's everything at the same time. You have to be very, very careful.
It's like a meditation, a
constant meditation. Yeah.
Like mindfulness. You have to be constantly focused.
You could be killed by
you
many
have to
things.
Pay attention to everything, because there are many diseases. The water is polluted, and the people try to always want something from you. In many cases, we noticed in the local area where the poor people were, they
were so happy.
They were so happy, just smiling.
Cheerful.
Yes. Yeah.
Because there's a desperation as well in the salesman, and it's not a desperation out of a hunger. It's a desperation out of greed. It's greed, and that's the same in every country.
But here
they
insist a lot more.
They don't know. They don't understand no.
They don't understand no. You say no 3 times, 4 times, and they still insist in following you in the street and telling you lies. Like, no, we go to this place and later they take you to another place that is not the one that they said, or things like that. And telling you cannot go to one place and you. Yeah.
Richi's been teaching me since the beginning.
And the
how
limits,
to
it's good.
set
It's a good
limits.
practice to put limits and to use your will.
They say
and-
women don't
yeah.
travel here. Women travel here if you really want to learn your limits, because I've learned like 1,000 different ways of telling people to fuck off. And it's a really, really great experience, and it's really triggering, and sometimes I feel guilty afterwards because how dare I establish myself. But when they don't understand no, we've actually learned nehi nehi, no in Hindi, and cello, like go away. And sometimes that works, sometimes cello is very effective. And then
And
they
sometimes
say-
that didn't even work.
Sometimes that doesn't work and they just chase you. Where are you going? Where are you going, my friend? Where are you going, my friend? Where are you going, my friend? It's incredibly, like you might hear this before you come, but until you hear and you experience it, like all day, every day, the moment that you leave your hotel room, you're just going to be hounded and stared at. You
So
know,
it
I don't
really-
really want to be wearing long sleeves.
It's
in
really
this heat.
a challenge. You can take advantage
Yeah.
and practice the.
So I think
See-
if I'd have come here before when I was younger, I would have been much more kind of sugarcoating everything. Oh, it's just their way, it's just their culture. They're able to look me up and down and treat me like this object. It's like, no, that's not okay.
Oh, and the people they stop and they staring at you.
Staring, stopping in the street, just staring,
And stay there
staring,
like 10
staring at
minutes.
my chest, staring at
Just
my
even
body.
in front of you, like all the time. But those are facts. There are very many beautiful things, but these things happen, and that is okay. You have to see the things how they are. You don't need fantasies, or you don't need. That is the actual spirituality, to see the things how they are. That's all. If this happens, you can see the fact. It's a fact. It's not an invention. So it's the best, really. And it's a good practice to pay attention to everything, to be in a constant state of meditation. It's a good thing to do. I wouldn't say don't come to India, don't do it. But it's good to say the things how they are, always. Here and everywhere. That is not important.
Yeah, because in Spain I have fewer opportunities because we live in a very rural place. I don't see many people. So here I feel like it's a great opportunity to undo a lifetime of people pleasing and just doing what other people want me to do and just
Here you don't have
standing my
any
ground.
choice. Here you don't have any choice. You have to do it. Unless that you want to be bullied every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And the best thing is just to do the things and to put your boundaries, because that is important to learn. Especially for women as well in this world. You have to feel guilty to say no, or to feel guilty for anything anyone want to impose you. Because later you see the really poor people and they don't ask for anything. They just smile, they say hello, they're so happy just to see you, because we like to see the reality. We are not just in the beautiful places and in the very tourist places. We like to walk around to see the reality of the place. And it's nice. Sometimes that is nicer even than the Taj Mahal. So, that is the experience of traveling, to see the people, to see the reality, to see the smile. That is the universal language.
And the universal language of smiling, and it's the inevitable contrast which exists everywhere, but here it's very, very pronounced. And this is extremely beautiful, but it's also a little bit disgusting. Out there is on the streets with sewage is pretty disgusting, but people are so beautiful. So it's a constant state of contrast and just being open to just seeing it and not judging it, but just seeing it for what it is. And that's a really surprisingly difficult thing to do, to just observe.
And to change something, it can be with yourself, it can be with the external world. You need to realize the things and to see the things how they are, completely. Because if not, the things are
change.
going to be always the same,
If you don't have a full picture, how can you change it?
How are you going to fix something if you don't realize that something is wrong, or something is not working, or something is, or some people are living in that way, or the pollution is extreme, or many other things. And with yourself the same. How are you going to do the things, and if you don't realize when you get angry, when you get upset, when you can see the things as they are without being angry. You can see that everything is very dirty, and I don't have to feel angry for that. Just see the fact, and I am here, and that is a fact. That's all. And that is with everything. But if you have to put limits, it's okay. You don't need to feel extremely upset or angry to say the people no.
No.
And to even send the
You feel
people
less.
to fuck off. If that is the thing that they understand, if you try no, you try being polite or whatever, and they still completely bullying you or following you, going right in front of you, stopping you, and if you don't understand, no, but I can use other ways to do. But it doesn't mean that you are angry or anything like that. It's
Yeah.
you have to do. Normally, you should do what you need to do in the moment. There is no an idea. I have to do this always. Or I have to be like this. Or I have to be. Or I am like this. Like an identity. If the situation requires that or any other thing, but that's all. That is a real present. To do what you need to do in the moment. That's all. The rest of the things are just illusions and fantasies about anything else. So, and also that will happen normally when you don't do the things or when you say the things. You feel later like angry inside, accumulating a lot of anger and resentment.
At the beginning
But when
of-
you release the thing and you say what you had to say,
Yeah.
you don't accumulate anything. You are empty. That's all.
And that happened a lot at the beginning of our relationship. Sometimes when I would, something would happen to me. Like for example, one man came up to me on the train who we vaguely knew,
And then you fall.
and he touched my ear and he put his finger in my ear and was rubbing my earlobe, and we barely knew him. And he starts chatting away to Richie while he's like rubbing my neck like a dog. And after he left, I was like, well, he was nice. And I sat down, and then what's the next thing? I'm just full of rage. I'm so angry. And what do I think? I think I'm angry with Richie. And I start trying to take it out on him. And this is so common. And then he turns around and he's like, did you enjoy interacting with that man? I said, well, he put his fingers in my ear, but I think he was nice.
And you didn't want to give a hug or anything?
I didn't want to hug him or anything. It was
No, he was very insistent.
He was incredibly insistent.
You put like your boundaries in the...
So I communicated non-verbally, but then
He insists.
he still insisted.
And I didn't do anything, so I wanted her to realize the thing and to do things on her own. I don't have to all the time to. I mean, if she needs help, yes, but it's good for her to do the things on her own.
That's it. And
To
also he's
learn
not my,
how to do the things, so she doesn't need me.
he's not
That
my
is the
hero.
best.
He's not my hero saving me. He's
But
just
if you really need, because you are in a very, very crazy situation, I would do it.
yeah.
But if you are a man or you are a woman, anyway,
Yeah.
it's just something that you can observe.
But he's always been there, present with me during these sorts of interactions, and then asked me to question them immediately afterwards.
you
And I
need me
realised
to-
how much I would be holding
When
on
you
to.
needed me to, like in Rainbow in Canary, he
Yeah.
was attacking you, calling you
Yeah.
bitch, and in that moment I go.
Jumped
of
up.
course.
Yeah. But that's the best thing, was realising how much resentment that sort of interaction was generating by me saying, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's not a big deal. Why are you making a big deal of it? Why are you still sitting here when they just want a photo? Like, why are you doing? No, just keep it. It does something to you inside when you just establish yourself and root yourself in whatever it is that you want to do and don't compromise. It's incredibly healing, especially for women. They're in my video.
You should tell them to move.
Go away, go away, go away. The other thing to mention, at least I'll give you a nice view, is that the caste system is definitely alive and well. It's not been dismantled.
That do the hard job and burn the thing.
The untouchables are living in hell, and the middle class ignore it and create little bubbles, and there's not the feeling, and it's inherent within this caste system. The Brahmin do their rituals, and like if they're supposed to be the spiritual caste,
And you have to
Brahmin,
pay them because they are Brahma.
you're supposed to donate to them, and then that will save your soul. It's just the same as,
In Christianity,
Christianity, especially more in the past.
In the past. In the
And-
Vatican thing.
And it's just bullying. Like most religion is bullying the masses into submission. And yeah, I haven't seen a nice face to that whole thing. I see it. I believe in individuals because whenever anything is collectivized, and whenever anything is based in tradition and based in a hierarchy, then it's inherently really unfair. And many people have to live in denial, and many other people have to live in a lot of
And you cannot
lot
do
of
it
pain.
yourself. They have to do for you. You cannot do it yourself, like the priest thing.
And also, you're not able to do it yourself. You need the Brahman to help you transcend. You need to be burnt on the ghats to go to nirvana, rather than being, allowed the time and space to develop your own consciousness or your own intellect, by being able to go to school and being able to educate yourself. No, you just need to find enough rupees to buy the wood to burn yourself to go to nirvana, and it's that quick fix thing which is absurd, really. It is.
Really love nature more than anything. You see that too?
So beautiful. That is my temple.
The monuments of nature, the river,
Wow.
the trees, the forest, the animals, those are the real monuments. The best monuments.
Definitely.
No man-made?
Not man-made, exactly.
No man-made monuments.